is me again, L Teddy 27. This is Angry Teacher Chronicles. And yeah, got some interesting stuff to talk about today. Want to say a quick appreciate you. Oh, can't even get my words out. Appreciate you to all of those of you all who are watching this. However you got to me, whether or not you were linked from another video, you clicked on my video, you subscribed, you have notification bells going off, whatever you did, you liked the video, whatever you did, appreciate you for being here, watching me however you're watching me. So, I want to say this. I made my triumphant return to YouTube some weeks ago. And I spoke really quickly about the fact that I was not a new YouTuber. I'm an old YouTuber, but I've been off for years and years and years. So, I wanted to talk about what I see so far. I started making YouTube videos way back in 2007, way back in the day. And I kind of stopped around 2010, right around the cusp of the explosion of YouTube. At any rate, there are a lot of YouTubers that came up in the game with me back then who are still on YouTube now. Some of them are good friends of mine and have millions, I literally mean that, millions of subscribers. They are a couple of them are some of the biggest YouTubers that you will find, and you probably are subscribed to them and have joined their channel because they are not only people that are getting paid through their YouTube channel. They have those, exclusive channels that you have to join their community and so forth. You pay a monthly fee or whatnot. Anyway, but since I've come back, I haven't even really tried to promote my page or anything of this such. I have just been, just making my content here and there, talking about things that I want to talk about, so that if and when I do choose to promote this page, there'll be videos for people to watch, several videos for people to watch. But as I've been looking at the lay of the land, surveying the landscape, and looking at how YouTube has changed over the years since I first got on, I've noticed a lot of differences and discrepancies in how it was and how it is now. And I classify most people who have channels with subscribers, I classify most people into subgroups. You have people who are content creators, and then you have people who are content reactors. You have content creators, and you have content reactors. And let me tell you the difference between the two. You got content creators. These are people who are truly putting out their own content. They do not wait for something to happen. They don't wait for some big story to come on to attach themselves to. They are in their lane. They are doing their thing. They know the catchphrase, stay in your lane, okay? And that's what they do. They produce content. And I don't mean that it has to be overly edited or overly, scripted or whatnot. These are people who are just doing their thing. They work in a vacuum and in a bubble and could give two craps about really, and the ones who are really in it, honestly, are just perfecting their craft in their own way. Some of them don't even care to know how others feel. They're just putting it out there and letting it, stand on its own merits. Those are true content creators. A lot of them, not all of them, but many of them are YouTube superstars, YouTube sensations. They are creators of content. True content creators. What the people who originally made YouTube intended. They remind me of those of us that were way back when we were not on YouTube to get subscribers, when we were on YouTube because we had something to say, when we were on YouTube because we wanted you to hear us sing, or we wanted you to see our artwork, or we wanted you to hear this script that I had just written, or we just wanted you to listen to us rant about the fuckery and bullshit and fucktitude of our day. Those are the people who I came up into YouTube with. The people who truly were coining catchphrases. The people who were, making people's lives better because maybe after a long day at work, all you want to do is go watch so and so talk about how bad their day was or how good their day was just to make you feel better. Content creators. Okay? Then you have our other segment of the population who I like to term as content reactors. These are people who react to the content creators. These are the people who they don't have anything to stand on their own. They have nothing to call their own. These are people who they wait to see what somebody else does and they want to emulate that. These are people who have YouTube beef out in the YouTube streets, okay? These are the people who never, if you look at their list of videos, more than 50 to 60% of their videos is talking about another YouTuber as opposed to staying in their own goddamn lane. I mean, the YouTube streets are full. You got your house, I got my house. I'm going to sit on my porch and do my thing. You sit on your porch and you do your thing. I don't understand why you got to carry your ass over here to somebody else's plot or lot or somebody else's yard here in this YouTube neighborhood. If you are a true content creator, you make your own content. You have no concern with nobody else. Matter of fact, you ain't even mentioning nobody else's name. Unless it is to promote someone else. Now, you do have some content creators who do that. They may say, hey, I saw these channels and they are great for X, Y, and Z, and you should go subscribe and watch those people. Not talking about that. I'm talking about the people who ain't doing nothing but call themselves windmilling out here in these streets. Bitch, you ain't windmilling shit. Just like you can't fight in real life, you can't fight in these YouTube streets either. Girl, you're not reading anything, okay? Boom. Let it go. Shut it down. You come off as weak, okay? Listen, real people who read for real, they don't get involved in YouTube windmilling. You want to know why? Because it ain't going to be pretty. Reminds me of back in my day, back in the when I first was on YouTube, and every now and again I had somebody that tried it. They ain't tried no more. Because, see, that's why I don't get in the YouTube streets to have all that beef. Because I know me. I'm brutal. I don't play around. And my mouth will have somebody mad. And they'll be ready to roll up at my house. And that won't be good for them. But seriously, though, you have these YouTube reactors. The people who call themselves content creators, but are actually content reactors. All they do is react to content that they see. They have nothing to offer on their own. And I would challenge you, even if you are a YouTube content reactor, you can make the transition to content creator. Some people have to start off as a content reactor because maybe you're trying to get some quick subscribers. Maybe you struggle to come up with your own content, so you attach yourself to the content of other people. Maybe you're just not creative in that way, and so you start off as a content reactor. But at some point, dear one, you will have to make the transition to content creator. Otherwise, people will not want to continue to watch you. They won't. It won't work, but for so long. So try to make that transition to content reactor. See, from content reactor to content creator. Because see, what happens is content reactors are the ones who reference other YouTubers all of the time in their videos. Content creators are the ones who never reference anybody else. However, everybody else is referencing them. And see, when you become a content creator, you don't even have to promote yourself. Because see, the reactors over here will promote you for you, will do all the promotion that you need. You don't need to do anything. Then we have our third group, and I didn't even mention the third group because I dare not mention them, but I'll mention them real fast. We have this third group. And the third group, I mean, they are the lowest form. These are our resident, yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of a good name for them. Hey, phone. Gutter snipes, troglodytes, tatterdemalions, the feral among us. Okay, that's who they are. They're gutter snipes, tatterdemalions, troglodytes, the feral beings that are among us, the trolls, whatever you want to call them. These are really the lowest form of intelligence. These are the people who don't have the 50 to 60% about other people. These are the people who are 80% of 90% of their content is a reaction to other people. These are the people who go on other people's pages and other people's YouTube lives just to feed off of that other person's, content. These are the lowest forms of intelligence. I mean, these are the trolls. These are they're gutter snipes, tatterdemalions, troglodytes. Okay? These people are truly and honestly feral. They are animalistic. They have animalistic qualities about them. And I pray for them. I truly, truly pray for these people. Okay? I don't know that they could ever make a transition to anything. I'd like to say maybe they can transition to content reactor and maybe someday in the sweet by and by to content creator, but there's no hope for these people. Let's just be honest. There's no hope for these people. I'm amazed that. I mean, I guess there's a place for these people. There is a place for these people. I mean, how else will the rest of us normal people, be able to separate ourselves from the animals? I'm just saying. Well, that's all I wanted to talk about today. Just some of my thoughts and insights and some of the things that I see since I've been back on YouTube, in these here YouTube streets, as they call them. So, quick shout out to everybody, all of my good friends for watching. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.